Hello everyone and welcome to Supipara Chapter 2, Spring Has Come. This game just released today, and this game was provided by the fine folks at Mega Gamer. If you want more information about this and other Mega Gamer products, please visit their website. But remember, there's naughty stuff on there, so be 18. This game has no adult content, so this game is clean. But other games on their site are not. Let's start a new game. Now, I have a quick look of the first one I posted not too long ago, if you want to catch up to speed. But the thing I really enjoyed about this game was that surprised me was the production values were really good. Like, holy crap. Like, I didn't expect how good this game was. Like, you can tell a lot of love was made in it. Currently in fundraising. They're using sales of these games to fund the other games, from what I understand. And Chapter 3 isn't completely funded yet, but who knows. Hopefully it'll be funded. I returned to the town in which we were born. Spring. You know, spring has just started, so you know, this is actually kind of fitting. Oh, okay, I hit the button there. Okay, you see the cherry blossoms fall. Very pretty. Oh boy, hang on. Oh my god, that's really loud. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So, I had an issue with it. Unread, like, if you want to speed things up, you gotta go this way with it. It's so weird. I don't understand why. But, man, is it really, really loud. Hang on, let me turn this down a considerable amount. Alright, I should be fine. It's still really loud. Hang on. Okay, oh, I didn't save it. That's why. Whoops. I think I did that last time, too. Okay. After I disembarked, the sound of the train I had been riding until moments ago faded into the distance. I stepped out in front of Kamakura Station. It's really warm here. You know, it's really warm today, too. Like, holy crap. Like, it literally snowed, like, 2 days ago. And it was cold as hell. And now, it's hot. I don't get it. That's true. It is really warm with the jacket on. Yeah. I nodded and slipped off the jacket I had needed upon my departure. Don't need it now. Ah, it's much better. I folded up my jacket and looked around. I hadn't spent such a long time moving around for nothing. Oh, looks like the cherry blossoms are in full bloom here already. Very nice. I love cherry blossoms. Oh, she's pretty. Hey, look at that. Lip syncing. Dubbing. Isn't that great? Oh, that's great. Oh, she got a snowflake in her hair, too. That's really cool. The station front scenery before me was bustling and lively. Springtime pervaded the scenery, just as the girl standing next to me had said. Things were starting to feel fun just by taking in the sights. Oh. The girl was looking up at me with her big round eyes. I hadn't realized this since our conversation felt so natural, but... Who are you again? Wait, we don't know who she is? Yeah, the question marks would probably give it away that we probably don't know who this person is. Her eyes went wide with surprise, but her expression quickly relaxed with amusement. You're right, I am exhausted. This video is going to be up very late. I had to work, and Manga Gamer doesn't release their games until like 7 o'clock my time. And unfortunately, I'm at work, so I'm not able to play it. Normally, this would be up a lot earlier, but I just can't wait. I don't have the viewer base that a lot of the bigger channels have, so I got to get my videos up like right away. So if this video goes up at 2 a.m., so be it. Rikka, that's a pretty name. I like Rikka. Ooh. Wait. She's her sister? Oh. Oh, I see. I tapped my temples. That doesn't make sense. She was my younger sister, Rikka. Why had I forgotten something so obvious? Sorry, I must really be out of it right now. You know what? What if I have amnesia? You know, don't take something so lightly. Visiting new places will do that to you. It's definitely not something you see every day. I mean, it'd get boring if you saw the same side every day, right?
一応初めてではないのですよね。
We have? Well, that may be true. I don't remember it at all, so it might as well be a new sight for me. I supposedly lived in the city when I was a kid, but any memories of that time were practically non-existent. Horrible accident and everything. With that being the case, I had no idea where to go from here. I mean, I have no idea what's here or where anything is. Wait, huh?
どうかしましたか?
No, I just got this weird feeling like I knew where I was going. For some reason, a part of me felt as though I knew what was beyond the station and street ahead of us.
覚えがある方が当然だと思いますよ。
Well, maybe. You're right, though. Maybe that meant my memory hadn't been completely obliterated? That's probably something worth celebrating. As much as I like to enjoy the scenery, why don't we get going?
はい、お供します。
Well, you better. I'm not just gonna leave you here. I'm not a jerk. I took out the map label with directions to the house we'd be living in starting today. Boy, this looks awfully familiar. From the station, head straight and take a right, then follow the road and take a left at the fork. And then take a right at the spoon. Wait, by following these directions, I would get to see the ocean and all of the beautiful sights along the way. Either way, it looked like it was within walking distance, which is good. If I recalled, it would take about half an hour on foot. My aunt, who had been taking care of my moving arrangements, suggested sending someone to get me, but I didn't want to impose and turned her down. Well, I don't think we'll get lost. At least I hope we don't.
大丈夫でしょう。地図もありますからね。
I mean, this game looks so good. The map was very basic, and it was more or less a straight path home. We've been fine as long as we watched the road together. Okay, you ready to go, Rikka? To our home.
はい、兄様。
I have a name. I don't know what it is, but I have one. Yukinari, that's the name. Is this the place? Her head looks really, big, like comically big. It's the hair. Looks like she's like a really big head or something. Rikka looked at the map and nodded firmly. I would be pretty unsure of my own, but if Rikka agreed, we were probably on the right track. The path felt oddly familiar, and we had no trouble reaching our destination. So this is our home. I like it. It didn't have any distinctive features, but it did seem like a nice home with a somewhat nostalgic feel to it. Let's start ringing the doorbell for now. I mean, even though we live here.
ここは私たちのお家なんですから、普通に入ればよろしいかと。
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird, right? Oh, they're not answering. No one's home. Oh, that makes sense. Forced to smile and gently scratch my head. I'm an idiot. Naturally, my aunt had provided us with a house key upon her departure. On second thought, it still doesn't feel like it's my own home yet.
そうですか。
I mean, don't get me down about it. I mean, I'm sure, sure I'll fit right in eventually, Just, gotta break it in for a while.
わかりました。兄様が居心地よく暮らせるよう、私が誠心誠意頑張らせていただきますので、しばらくは我慢していただければと。
I mean, yeah, alright, but you don't have to, force yourself, I mean, like that.
ご安心ください。すべて私にお任せで、兄様はドンと構えていてくださればいいのです。
What? Well, I'll think about it. Hang on, I gotta check something. Okay. She sounded quite eager, so I would feel bad putting a damper on things. Well, we shared some physical features. Something about her seemed oddly out of place. I wondered, is this what it's like having a sister? I never had a sister, personally. I have a brother. Well, I technically have two brothers, but unfortunately, he passed away when I was very, very young, so I never really knew him. But that's a sad story. You don't want to hear a sad story. It's such upbeat music. Well, let's just head inside for now. I retrieved the key and headed into the house. When I opened the door... Oh my god. I love this house. This must be the wrong place. Is this the right... Let me check the address again.
兄様?
Now let's go, Rikka. If I mixed up a rich person's house for my own, I must be going insane. Like we don't have a maid. We can't afford that. That's not in the budget. Hey, wait, how do you know my name? Okay, this stuff doesn't happen in real life, just so you know. You know, you gotta temper your expectations with anime. Like, you know, these scenarios don't really exist. Rikka, are you sure we're in the right place? I mean, this doesn't seem right. That's why people are like obsessed with anime, like have really like difficult problems like assimilating in the real world, because all of their fantasies and you know all the stuff they watch are just so far-fetched. Like none of that will really happen like a realistic scenario. So it's like these people get just so sheltered. She was roundabout, but my sister answered reassuringly. Well, in that case, call the police. Tell them a suspicious maid is trespassing. Tell them to bring a dictionary. I cannot speak. Well, I don't know who you are, so... What sort of maid are you, then? Yeah, why did I even ask? Rikka, maybe you should call the hospital instead of the police. This woman's clearly out of her gourd. Yes, she has. She has mental issues. She thinks she's a maid. The maid kicked up a fuss as she denied my allegations, arguing the point wasn't really helping her case either. Please stop with the weird jokes. Hey, I'm pretty cute now, have you now? All the girls call me handsome. It's true. Huh? We used to know each other? Why didn't you say something? You just went along with everything I was saying. Sakura. What kind of maid are you, not introducing yourself to your master every single day I come home? That's not how a maid should act. Hey, Sakura Oni-chan? What? Now that she said it, I vaguely recognize the maid before my eyes. Wait, so you're my sister? You know, I used to be a normal person, so why'd you become a maid? Do you need money? I mean, it's a pretty seedy job. You know, I've seen some of those people who hire maids. Creepy. Are you sure? You can make a pretty good buck. It's a joke, though. Just don't take it seriously, okay? How could I not? It's so easy. What she's wearing really isn't the issue. I mean, I like that. That's nice, but... I mean, I'll just believe that you grew up and became one of those sorts of people, you know. Sakura Oni-chan looked positively shocked. Her eyes got all weird. She was as boisterous a person as ever. Sakura Nomura-san, or Sakura Oni-chan as I once called her, was my second cousin. When I was left alone in this town with nowhere to go, she and her family took me in. I stared at my hand. I don't know why. It had been 7 years since this girl, who was 1 year older than me, had taken this one small hand of mine and led me all sorts of different places. As far as I was concerned, she was more of a sister than a distant relative. You know, they say that if you want to remember memories, the best way to do it is, the best way to like jog your senses are like smells. Pretty crazy, right? Like that's like the biggest memory jogger is like a scent. Still, it's been quite a while, hasn't it, Sakura Oni-san? It's Oni-san, right? I don't know honorifics very well. This wasn't like the old days anymore. Calling her Oni-chan was a bit embarrassing. She's grown up now.
ゆきなりくん。お姉さんはないでしょ。お姉さんは。
It's not. But I'm not a kid anymore.
ゆきなりくんも難しい。
Are we the same age or something?
わかったよ。
How old are you? How old am I?
お姉さんで OK にしとくよ。
So I'm supposed to call you even something even more embarrassing?
こっちはゆきなりくんで問題ないよね。それじゃあこれで呼び方はクリアってことで。
She brushed it off like it was nothing. My memories were all over the place, but has she always been the type of person to disregard what people said to her? I'd better just ignore the Oni-sama part too. Better that way.
ゆきなりくんのことはそれでいいとして。
Sakura Oni-san turned her attention to Rikka.
ご挨拶が遅れまして。
That is such a weird perspective.
リッカ。
She seems like she's just like a giant bundle of hair.
はい、さくら様、お忘れですか?
Like, I get what they were going for, and I appreciate the work they put into it, but boy, that looks weird. To me, anyway.
兄様の真田幸成の妹です。
She's my sister. Back off. They fell silent and stared straight into each other's eyes. They were acting almost like we had back in front of the station. Talk about a strange feeling. The silence continued for a rather long while when... What's wrong with your arms? What are you doing?
そっか、思い出した。ゆきなりくんの妹のリッカちゃんか。
She just said that.
ごめん。ちょっとわかんなかったよ。
She literally said that like 2 seconds ago.
随分とご無沙汰していましたから無理もないことです。そう言ってもらえると嬉しいよ。そんじゃリッカちゃんは今日から私の妹だね。はい。
That's not how that works. Why?
ちゃんと毎日お着替えさせてお風呂にも入れてあげるからね。安心して。
Sakura Oni-san, what are you talking about?
これは私とリッカちゃんの問題だから、ゆきなりくんは悪いけどちょっとその辺で寝てて。
I'm sorry, I'm the master of this house. I will decide when I sleep. I haven't even got my futon ready. I can't sleep. What, you want to sleep on the floor? Like some kind of dog?
布団の有無の問題なんだ。兄様、よろしかったらお布団を敷きましょうか。
No, I got it. I'm not helpless.
布団は1枚、枕は2つでいいよ。
I'm sorry. What are you trying to pull in the middle of the day?
昼間からと言ってる時点で分かってる気はするけど、枕は3つがいいかにゃ。
No, I only use 2 pillows to sleep. Well, okay. I have 3 pillows. I use 2 to sleep, prop my head up. Then I use the other one to hold on to when I sleep, on my side. My face was burning up. Yeah, I'm tired. It was a long train ride, or however we got here.
そうだね。お昼寝とか気持ちいいよね。
You know, I'm not really a nap person. I don't like it. It spoils the sleeping. Huh? Rikka's sincere reply had taken the wind out of Sakura's Oni-san's sails. Anyway, you remembering Rikka is the most important thing.
リッカちゃんが私のものだってことも思い出したよ。
She's not a thing, okay? Also, why are you even here, Sakura? Sakura?
随分強力なスルー能力を身につけたんだね、ゆきなりか。
What's with those eyes? Ignoring Sakura Oni-san was probably the only thing keeping her from actually taking Rikka home.
まあ、いろいろ事情があるのだよ、私にも。今日メイド服を着てきたのは単にゆきなりくんを驚かしちゃえって思っただけなんだけどね。
Well, you did a heck of a job. So you're the type to go above and beyond for no good reason?
どうしてその事実を？エスパー？
Hang on, the cuckoo clock's going off. But it only works on people like you, Sakura. I can also read minds. Did you know that? I have a book. It's called Minds. More importantly, am I correct in thinking this place is our home? I haven't heard about a strange maid being included as an optional add-on, but I figured I'd ask anyway.
もちろん。ここがゆきなりくんとリッカちゃんのアイノスだよ。
She's my sister. Okay?
アイノス。
My sister? Hello? My sister? Rikka ended up responding to that way too seriously, but I'd probably be better off ignoring this for the time being, Elsa.
私もここを我が家だと思ってフリーダムに出入りすると思うけど。
I don't think so. Yeah, well, I mean, we are relatives. I mean, I don't really mind, but, you know, give me a heads up at least if you're gonna stop by.
構いませんが。
And please come in normal clothes if you can. I mean, that's gotta be a pain to put that on every single day.
なんてこと。ゆきなりくんはメイドさんを差別するの？
No, that's not what I'm saying. I've got nothing against maids. I'm discriminating against you for dressing up like a maid.
言えばこういうなんて口が達者な。
I know, I got a silver tongue, don't I? She pretended to look shocked and drooped her shoulders. It was an exemplary overreaction.
それに引き換え、リッカちゃんはあまり喋らないね。無口なたちだっけ？
Oh, got my phone. That's fine. I'll get it later.
いえ、そういうわけではありませんが。兄様とさくら様が楽しげに話してらっしゃるので邪魔をしてはいけない。
Oh, I do that all the time. I don't interrupt people. I think it's rude. I just interrupted her, didn't I? Well, just in general, like real people talking.
今時なんて珍しい控えめな子なの。
Like I don't talk much at all, and I remember in high school, someone was like, "Why don't you talk? Why don't you talk a lot or talk more?" I'm like, you know, I don't have anything to say. That's how I am. I don't talk just because I can. I do it, you know, obviously videos like this because I gotta keep the dead air to a minimum. But I'm not a talker. It's just my nature. My sister was a little peculiar. She's well-mannered. How is that peculiar? She's nice.
ところで、兄様たちがお話しされている間に、お家のお掃除をしてきてもよろし
Come
い
on.
でしょうか。
She's a maid. She's supposed to be clean, isn't she? What good is she? She doesn't clean.
兄様の快適な移住環境を作るのが目下の私の使命ですので。
You know, we could rest for a little bit. I don't mind helping him with that.
いやいや、掃除はちゃんと私がしてるって。
Well, there we go. She already did it. We don't have to worry about it. You did?
素でびっくりしないでよ。
Sakuroni-san glared hard at me.
私だってこんな格好してボケラーっと回ってたわけじゃないの。
I don't know, you might.
お掃除とか換気をしながらゆきなりくんたちを待ち伏せしてたんだから。
Look at that. Adorable. Oh, you did you now. Thank you very much.
さくら様のお手を煩わせてしまって申し訳ありません。いいってことよ。
So she said, but praise me more was written all over her face. I suspected she was the type of person who got carried away easily. Oh, she turned around.
ではでは、綺麗になったお家を案内してあげようか。
Will do.
お二人様ご案内。
It was no surprise that even Rikka, who remained polite no matter who she was dealing with, looked a little astounded. That's alright, she's not a bad person, trust me. Probably. I mean, you know. Everyone has their demons, right? Only being able to give my sister ambiguous reassurances made me a pretty pathetic brother, I'll admit. But she seemed to like it anyway. She's sweet.
とりあえず一段落だね。
Thanks for the hard work, Sakuroni-san.
さくら様、お世話になりました。まあ、メイドのお姉さんとしてはこれくらいやらないとね。
Thank you very much. You were a big, big help. Like, you don't even know. I glanced around the house just in case and noticed she had knocked out a good deal of cleaning by herself. Our luggage had already been brought in, and my desk, futon, and all our large furniture appeared to be set up as well.
荷ほどきはゆっくりやるといいよ。長旅で疲れたでしょ。とは言いましても、お部屋を見た感じ、足りない雑貨もありますし。
Like what? Electricity? Oh god. Please tell me there's electricity. Wi-Fi? We have
何より
Wi-Fi?
も冷蔵庫が空っぽでしたから、お買い物に行きたいのですが。
No, I mean, that makes sense. You can't have food just rotting in the fridge. Oh, you're right. I'll go with you. There was no need to run out and buy anything but food and ingredients, but it was only natural that I wanted to go around and explore the neighborhood also.
買い物でしたら一人で行けますよ。私がさっと行ってき
I
ます
want
の
to
で。
go shopping. I'm
兄様は
bored. I
ゆっ
want
く
to
り
be
お
I'm
休み
cooped
になっ
up
て
in
い
this
てくだ
house.
さい。
I can't do that. I don't look like much. But I am your brother. I can't push everything onto my sister. What kind of brother would I be? I can carry your bags at least. What? What's that look? What'd I do? What, I got something on my face? What could it be? Something just fell out of place again.
どうしたのゆきなりくん。妹に身を委ねるがどうしたって
What? Please don't misinterpret me with practically no rhyme or reason.
私は委ねていただいても構わないのですが。
What is wrong with you people?
おお爆弾発言
Rikka, sweetie, do you know what pushing yourself onto somebody means?
文字通りの意味ですよね。
Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, now that I knew she didn't understand, I could be sure nobody had been a bad influence on her. Try to watch what you say, Rikka, especially in front of secure Oni-san. Look at that glare.
兄弟だけの秘密か。
You're not my sister. I don't know you. It's not really a secret, so please don't worry about it. I thought about it again, but I wasn't sure what made me feel so uneasy before.
リッカちゃんのお兄さんは変わってるね。うちの自慢の兄ですから。
Aww, she's so proud of us. She's sweet. I didn't think she was quite in tune with the rest of the conversation. Anyway, we'll go shopping while it's still light out. I'm sure you're worn out from cleaning, so please stay here and rest.
え？この辺の案内とかもしようと思ってたんだけど。
No, that's okay. We actually walked by the shopping district on our way here, so... You know what that look tells me? You're just gonna do it anyway.
はい、私たちだけでも大丈夫です。ここらは見どころがいっぱいあるから紹介しようと思ってたのに。
Amazing things? I mean, there are really spots like that here? I mean...
うん、例えば温泉とか。
We have hot springs? Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, they're up at the shrine grounds. Hot springs.
そう、この近くに神社があるんだけど。
That's great.
そこに地元の人が入れる温泉があるんだって。
I'm playing the second game, right? Okay, I am.
神社に温泉ですか。それは変わっていますね。
This is pretty much like exactly the scenarios that happened in the first game. I don't know. I don't remember if they're actually different storylines. Like, I don't know if you can play this game without knowing anything about the first game. Kind of seems like it. Have you been there before?
実はまだ入ったことないんだよね。
How could you not have been there before? You live here. Hot springs are literally a walk away. I'd be there every day. Man, I'd love to go to a hot spring. I've never been to one, but boy, that'd be really nice. I don't know if there are any around here. I don't think so. I see. Surprisingly enough, it wasn't that unusual for local attractions to kind of fly completely under your radar.
可愛い女の子も入ってきたりするのかなとか気になってるんだよね。
Why the locals don't go to Times Square? That's what caught your interest.
そこ以外どこを気にしろって言うの？お二人とも少し落ち着かれた方が良いかと。
Yeah, I probably should.
そうだね。
Scaroni-san and I cooled down a bit after hearing Rikka's calm request. Anyway, we won't be going to any hot springs in the middle of the day. We're really just going to do some shopping. That's all.
でも街に来たばっかりじゃ心配だな。
I mean, did you not hear that? When we said we passed the shopping district on the way here, we can retrace our steps.
そうだ。とりあえず携帯の番号を交換しとこう。
Hey, it's 5550123. Yeah, sure. All three of us swap numbers and email addresses.
これでいつでも連絡が取れるでしょ。もしも道に迷ったらすぐに泣き顔の写メを送ってくるように。
I mean, you think the phone would be enough? Why do we have to send email addresses too?
電話の前に写メなんですね。
No, I don't know about that. I don't know.
だってリッカちゃんとゆきなりくんの泣き顔はきっと萌え萌えだよ。
That's creepy. Who wants that? Do people like that?
お姉さんと約束したところで行ってらっしゃい。こっちは適当にお掃除の続きでもしてるから。
Alrighty. Sure, we're off then. Let's go. Boy, she was weird, wasn't she? After wandering around the shopping district with Rikka, we ended up stopping by a supermarket on Wakamiya Oji. Then, I got to thinking. Yeah, the supermarket didn't have a bad selection, and the prices were comparable to the shopping district, right? I mean, deciding which place to shop at is a tough call. I mean, maybe. Doesn't hurt to put in a little effort, I guess. I enjoyed shopping, and it seemed like Rikka liked it too. I love shopping. I just don't have any money. In fact, I enjoyed it enough that having all these options made me feel grateful. Some people don't have food at all. You know, you should be grateful to be able to walk down the street and pick up food at a store or something. Some people don't even have that luxury. You know, I'm just saying. What else do we need to do? I mean, our aunt applied for gas, water service, and electricity for us, so I guess that's taken care of. All that's left is the newspaper and the internet. We gotta have internet. Don't tell me we're not having internet. I will starve if it means I have Wi-Fi. Yes, I read the newspaper. I'm not some uncultured swine. I keep up on current events. You can read the news on the computer or your smartphone, but I want it for the TV schedule and store flyers. We can get that on the internet too, can't we? I mean, why don't we open our subscription? New York Times, anyone? What's the big Japan newspaper? Like the Tokyo Times or something? I don't know what it's called in Tokyo. Let's ask Sakura Oni-san about it later. Daring and bizarre. I mean, was it really that daring or bizarre? Rikka's reply was probably subconscious, but the way she phrased that made it sound like she thought Sakura Oni-san was kind of useless. After a quick discussion about this and that, Rikka and I decided to get our basic necessities in order. By the way, Rikka, I'll carry the bags. Rikka was in charge of the food and other ingredients today, while I had purchased things like detergent, toilet paper, and other everyday goods. The fridge was pretty much barren when we left, so she bought quite a bit of food and seasoning. I mean, you're not tired? Well, I mean, the same must go for you, right? I'm not some child. I can't just go look at... Ooh, that's a nice looking fish. Oh, look at that fish! Oh man, those look good. Rikka's face sparkled as she retrieved the package from the bag at her feet. 100 yen. That seems really cheap. Like really cheap. Something must be wrong with it. Wow, yeah, it's a little surprising. Oh, that's a little... That's a weird thing to say to a shopkeeper. Boy, that's a lot of pressure on them, don't you think? I see. It's just because you're cute. If I pulled that same trick, I'd be paying at least 200 yen. At the time, I wondered what she had been looking at so frantically. Rikka could be quite shrewd. She got an amazing discount with a single greeting, too. Setting it aside whether that's what she was after or not, my sister was level-headed in a variety of ways. That is true. I've heard that Kamakura veggies are good for your health. She sounded very pleased with herself. Rikka was still a student, so her enthusiasm for housework over sports or studying was a bit concerning. I may have felt a bit sorry for her. Why? So she's enthusiastic about cleaning. That's a great skill to have, like a great mindset. She had been called a housewife numerous times, so that kind of left me with mixed feelings in and of itself. I will. I look very forward to it. Oh well, as long as it made her happy, it was probably fine. Probably. I did. Yeah, it's called War and Peace. Looked pretty good. Rikka asked when she noticed what was in one of my bags. Oh, Sakura Oni-san asked me to buy her an idol magazine since it was on our way, too. Yeah, it's weird. I've never bought anything like this before either. They gave me some kind of looks. Hello. What am I looking at? Okay. Whoa, hello. Is that her? There was a relative risque swimsuit gravure model pictured, so I panicked and hid it. This probably wasn't something I should be looking at in public anyways. Don't say it. I'm well aware that was a stupid move. I mean, what if I'm interested in cute men? Would you think any differently of me? Oh, stop putting yourself down. We talked about this. You're great. You got a lot to offer. You're amazing. Playing? Astron reflects. What part of Rikka was playing? Something told me the idols in this magazine could band together and still couldn't hold a candle against her. What? You did? What? I quickly glanced around as I flipped through the pages once again. There she is! She was right. A familiar face certainly was featured in here. Surprised you noticed, Rikka. Surprised I noticed. I don't notice anything. Yeah, even though Sakura was wearing her street clothes instead of a swimsuit. She was still way cuter than the other idols. The weird maid from earlier was featured in a magazine like this. Interesting. Alright. That's why she wanted to get us this. But why don't we pretend we just never saw this, alright? I shot a sweet smile at Rikka. Maybe she doesn't want her secret out or something. I don't know. I'm so cool, baby. If we told Sakura what we saw this, or that we saw this, I bet it would cause more trouble than it's worth. Yeah. Sakura may not have grown up to be a bad person, but I got the undeniable sense that she tended to get people wrapped right around her finger. Well, whatever. Let's hurry home. We can't hang around here and carry these heavy bags forever. I'm getting tired. To our home. To our home. Sakura laughed loudly. Well, I mean, you told us to get this magazine. It seemed like you kind of were leading us into this. I found you out. You actively exposed yourself. For the record, I handed over the magazine with a perfectly innocent look on my face, but maybe not innocent enough. Sakura very elaborately opened it to the page she was featured on and dropped the magazine on the floor like, whoops, silly me. So I had no choice but to give up on playing dumb. For starters, girls don't buy magazines like this. You must have been trying to show off your own gravure. Maybe I should have pretended that I forgot to buy it instead. Oh well. This was Sakura we're talking about. She was probably trying to tell me about her job by whatever means necessary. Still, you're an idol. Huh, who would have thunk it? Not actually featured. I just happened to walk behind the camera. And then, you know, they're like, hey, you're pretty. We'll leave you in. An idol. Interesting. I thought it over for a few moments. Sakura Oni-san. You didn't sign anything or pay them any money, did you? I've heard there are some elaborate scams going on these days. You can never be too careful. You know, the industry preys on young, naive women like you. No, that's not it. To be honest, I was a little skeptical. I mean, come on. We've been talking this whole time.
とっても大事な話だよ。綺麗なお姉さんに対する態度について教えておくことがあるの。
Her eyes were perfectly fixated on me. It looked like this was going to be another long-winded lecture. Oh boy, I can hardly wait. I mean, I did think she was surprisingly pretty. I'm not gonna lie, she's pretty. I mean, it wouldn't be strange for her to have become an idol if I were only basing it on her looks. But her personality, I mean, it had become painfully clear to me how unpleasant her personality was in just such a short time frame.
とても失礼なことを考えてる顔だね。
You're a mind reader too, that's great. I wouldn't dream of it. I shook my head with a serious expression. Crap, if I screwed up any further, her lecture might turn into a sermon. And I'm hungry. I don't have time to wait to eat.
桜様。
Just as those thoughts swirled around in my head, Rikka finished putting all the groceries into the fridge and walked into the living room.
お話中失礼ですが、夕食は食べていかれますよね。
No. I'm just shaking my head. No.
あ、ごめん。こっちで食べてくるなんて言わなかったから、お母さんが用意してると思う。そうですか。
Aw, she looks sad. She's like, I want to cook for you.
また今度食べさせてね。いや、社交辞令じゃなくてマジで食べに来るから。はい、こちらも楽しみにしてます。ああ、そうだそうだ。帰る前に一つ確認しておきたいことがあるんだよ。
What is it?
正直聞いていいのかどうか迷ってるんだけどね。
Oh boy, here we go. I'd actually be more worried if you don't tell us what's on your mind. I smiled wryly. Besides, it would be weird for you to be considerate of us at this point.
何気なくバカにされてるような気もする。
Wouldn't dream of it. It's just your imagination.
気のせいです。
Yeah, your imagination. Rick and I pointed a wide grin at her. Impressive as always, my sister backed me up with perfect timing.
じゃあ聞くけど。
Alright, you want to borrow 500 yen, that's fine. I mean, I got it to spare.
雪成くんのお母さんのこと話に出しちゃってもいい
That's
の
such
か
a
な。
sour subject. Seeing how worried she had gotten only made me laugh all the more. You know, my mother was the reason why we had returned to this city. She and I had gotten into an accident at sea. She'd been in a coma for the last 7 years. I mean, it's totally fine. I mean, it's not a touchy subject at all.
ええ、何も気にされることはありません。
It was bound to come up at some point, right? You know, let's just get it done with now.
そっか。
She let out a sigh of relief and smiled.
だよね、そうだよね。だって目を覚ましたんだもん。
That's true, she did.
それじゃあ明日はいよいよ感動のご対面だね。
You know, I wonder if that's how it'll go. In reality, I wasn't really sure how exciting it would actually be. I mean, I had visited her a few times when I was younger, but eventually became estranged after moving around and bouncing between relatives across the country.
あんまり嬉しそうじゃないね。
I mean, that's not true, no. I just don't know what sort of face I should make when I meet her, you know?
相手はお母さんでしょ。私との再会ではなんとか我慢したようだけど思いっきりハグしちゃえばいいのに。
No, the idea of hugging you never so much as crossed my mind. Well, I'll be going over to meet her at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so you're welcome to tag along if you want.
ラジャー、涼子さんに会うの楽しみだね。
Sakura looked extremely happy, and I didn't think she would be so excited over the prospect of a touching reunion, though.
それではお姉さんは今日のところは帰ります。行こうか、リッカちゃん。あ、はい。
Please don't take my sister away like that's normal.
ちぇ、なんで目ざとい。
I've got your personality mostly figured out. I figured that she was the type of person who was easy to read.
しょうがない。本当に帰るよ。私のアイドル活動については今度じっくり教えてあげる。
That's gotta be a rough market, being an idol. I mean, it must be so hard to break out into that market. Sure.
私も楽しみにしています。
I mean, all I hear are like the horror stories of how idols are overworked and practically die because of just exhaustion. It's horrible. Just for a shot at some fame. It's really a disgusting industry. I mean, sure, if you got the knack for it, that's fine. But boy, I've heard it likes to prey on a lot of people. Spits them up and chews them out like it's nothing. It wasn't as if I had no interest in that subject. She may have been a novice, but to be related to an idol, to a celebrity, it wasn't something that happened very often.
Ah, そうだそうだ。
Yes?
これから帰るのにこんなこと言うのも変だけど。
What is it?
あのね。
Karoni-san gave us a sweet, heartfelt smile.
おかえりなさい。雪成くん。リッカちゃん。
Yes, we're home, Sakura Oni-san.
ただいま戻りました。
We smiled back at her. It hardly felt real that we'd come back to our hometown. I was happy to have someone who would come to greet us like this, at least. Yeah, we were back. Back in action, baby. Exactly. Oh, look, oh, they actually show her. That's pretty cool. Rikka was, you know, like all those VNs or whatever show like the classroom with all these students, and there's nothing there. There's empty desks because, you know, drawing all the people would be a pain in the ass. Rikka was preparing dinner in the kitchen. She didn't notice I had walked into the room and was watching her cooking very enthusiastically. Hey, Rikka.
Oh, 兄様、すみません。いらしていたことにも気づかず。
No, I'm the one who's sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I did make sure she wasn't holding a knife, at least. You know, I'm nice like that.
いえいえ、お気になさらず。お食事はもう少しだけお待ちくださいね。兄様がお腹を空かせてらっしゃるのに、もたもたしていて申し訳ないのですが。
Rikka looked as apologetic as could be. Why was my little sister so devoted, or rather, so self-condemning? As her brother, it made me incredibly nervous knowing that if she said these things to a boy and he even remotely misunderstood, she could end up a victim of assault. Listen, Rikka, you don't have to worry about things like that. I was actually wondering if you needed any help.
大丈夫です。お料理は私の得意分野ですし。
Okay, what's that in your
困ってい
hand?
ませんから。
What is that? Can you tell me what that is? She looked at me with delight as she stood there in her apron with a ladle in hand. I know that, but I just can't relax feeling like I'm putting someone else to work while I'm dying of boredom. Can I make a salad or something at least?
さすがです、兄様。
What is?
私ごときの手伝いのために、あえてそのように自分を貶める物言いをするだなんて、謙虚なお気持ちに感動しました。
No, I mean, I just think it's more like I just can't sit still than really being modest.
とにかく、兄様はゆっくりくつろいでいてください。
Come on, let me help. God.
出来上がりましたら、今にお持ちして食べさせて差し上げますので。
Okay, that's a little much, alright? You don't have to do that. What sort of lazy bum would I be if my sister had to feed me my own dinner?
そうですか。残念です。私はむしろそのくらいの方が楽しいのに。
You have a weird, like, brother complex or something. Are you okay? You're young. Why not go find something else to occupy your time? You like books? Never mind. Maybe that's a topic for another day. I mean, I don't care if it's just washing dishes or whatever else. I'd be happy just to help out a little bit.
はあ、ぜひともということでしたら私もお止めしないのですが、実はもうやることがないんですよね。
Well, someone's got to wash the dishes. Really? Upon closer inspection, it appeared the majority of the cooking was nearly done. Additionally, she already washed the smaller utensils she had just used while cooking.
あとはご飯が炊き上がれば完成です。
Yay. You did all this by yourself?
いえ、今日は手間のかからないものをさっと作っただけですよ。
If I had made the same meal, I bet it would have taken me longer, and I maybe would have burned the house down. Maybe. I thought I was a fairly decent cook, so it was a little frustrating to be in this position, but you know, as a man, I was also conflicted by these feelings. What, men can't cook?
せっかくですし、味見をしていただけますか、兄様。
Sure. Rikka prepared a small miso soup in a small dish and handed it to me. That's what she's holding. Okay. It smelled great. That's delicious. It has great flavor too. Tastes just like miso.
ありがとうございます。今後も兄様に褒めていただけるように頑張りますね。
I mean, alright. Your food already tastes good as it is. Besides, how should I put it? This flavor is tailored to my tastes. Yeah, it's delicious. I probably couldn't produce a flavor this suitable to my palate even if I made it myself.
兄様の理想の料理を作れるように頑張っていますから、そう言っていただけると嬉しいです。
Are you really my little sister, Rikka? You don't act like it.
え？もちろん、そうですけど。
Huh? Why did I say that? I felt like I just blurted out something very strange.
いえ、何かの言い間違いでしょう。お気になさらない方が。
You're right. On top of her being more skilled at it than I am, she prepared and seasoned my food just the way I liked it. Salt and pepper. I'm not picky. To be frank, I really like Yukinari, but sometimes I like to be called Frank. I really had nothing to complain about. You could even call her the ideal little sister. You know, I'll at least help you serve the meal. Is that alright?
はい。それじゃあ一緒にやりましょう。
Yes, Rikka truly was a great sister. With her by my side, I could definitely lead a fun life in this unfamiliar city. Unfamiliar, but somewhat familiar. Now that I was almost done organizing my room, I couldn't help but let out a yawn. That's a big room. That was at 9 o'clock already, man. A few hours had passed since I'd eaten the delicious meal Rikka had prepared, and since then I'd begun sorting through my luggage. I ended up stopping every now and again to read manga or light novels as I unpacked them from their boxes. No, I mean, I can't afford to be late tomorrow. I better take a bath and get to sleep early. And I stopped mid-sentence. I never cleaned the bathroom. I didn't recall even unpacking soap or shampoo from my cardboard boxes either. Given her early attire, I would guess Sakura likely hadn't cleaned the bathroom. Wait, is Rikka doing it? This was Rikka we were talking about. She was far more reliable than I was, so there was no way she would have forgotten about the bath. I bet she was still in the middle of cleaning, but I may as well ask her anyway. Oh sure, go ahead. Well, great timing. She showed up and walked into my room. I figured she would. Never mind the polite lead-ins. What's up? Oh no. How so? What? I mean, well, the house was unoccupied before now, so no one would notice if something was wrong with the water lines. I guess the bath should have been one of the first things we checked. It would be impossible to get someone to come fix it at this hour. I'll come take a look at it. No, if you're sure. As zealously as I would like to deny it, me checking it over probably was pointless if she determined it was a lost cause. More importantly, if it was actually an issue with the gas line, then it could be dangerous if I carelessly tampered with it. Don't want to blow up the house and kill us all. I mean, this is bad though. It's still spring. I mean, we could normally hold out if it were a single day, but... Yeah, I mean, you are a girl, so I'm sure you want to get in the bath. Not that I had any idea as to whether or not there were any public baths nearby. As for the people we knew who would potentially let us borrow their bath, you know, I bet Auntie would let us use hers, but it's a little far away. Yeah, that's true. I would argue that it wasn't too late if we lived in the city, but I wasn't so sure about this area in particular. And being this out of the loop really was inconvenient. Should I ask Sakura-san if there are any bathhouses around? Just as I tried to pull out my phone, Rikka suddenly spoke up. Huh? Oh yeah! The hot springs. Great job on remembering that, Rikka, because I sure as hell didn't. Sakura had quickly derailed into talking about her interests, so I completely forgot about it. She said that everyone who lives in this area uses them, didn't she?
商店街で案内板を見ましたから。
You're such a smart girl. Let's go. Is this it?
はい、合ってると思います。
See, this is different from the first game because we went to the hot springs, but we didn't have a sister with us. We just had the maid girl. She wasn't with us though. She left. When I stepped foot onto the grounds, my face was met with damp air. Maybe it's because their hot springs are nearby.
やはりここでいいようですね。
Yeah. I would have liked to head straight for the hot springs, but it would probably be best to get permission from the shrine staff first. There was a building on my left-hand side, which appeared to be both a shrine office and private living space all in one. Just as I readied myself to apologize for bothering them so late in the evening... What? Ah, a short girl in a red hakama had her head tilted slightly to the side in doubt. Oh, she's pretty. She's glowing. She's like a ghost. Oh yes, I moved in nearby today. I'm Yukinari Sanada. You are?
Sanada Rikka と申します。
That can't be right. You're our sister too? Rikka courteously bowed her head beside me.
そうでしたか。私はこの神社で巫女をやっています。
Oh no, Rikka, never mind.
柚月もみじと申します。
I thought she said her name was Rikka. Wait. That's so. Okay, Momiji, huh? Alright. The girl is just as polite as Rikka. That's nice. It could be because of all the commotion we went through with Sakura, but this was kind of refreshing in a way.
お二人はご夫婦なのですか?
Why would you assume that? Just because we have the same last name? I mean, aren't we like high school kids? I mean, most kids don't get married that young. What?
夫婦ですか? ええ、名字が同じではありませんか?
I mean, that's a weird, like, conclusion to come to. Did the idea that we could be siblings never occur to you?
なるほど。その線もありましたね。
The marriage is more fun, you see. It was the only possibility if you asked me.
随分と仲睦まじそうに見えましたので。兄弟では夫婦になれないのに大変そうですね。
Well, that's great because we're not planning to get hitched anytime soon. What about it? Are you suggesting is terrible?
どうも根本的な誤解が終わりのようなのですが。
We really do. Do people really think we're married?
巫女は何でもお見通しです。
Yeah, I mean, that could be good and bad. The shrine maiden boasted with a sweet smile on her face. How in the world did she see us exactly?
というわけで、どうぞ。
I wasn't sure what she was referring to exactly, but Yuzuki-san's small hand pointed towards a specific spot. It looks like an offertory box. I mean, are you implying what I think you're implying?
チャリンと。
Yeah, I was planning to go on a shrine visit at some point, so I guess that's fine.
見通されてしまったので、私も入れておきます。
I swear she does this to everybody. Has something stuck out in Rika's mind? We fetched our wallets from our pockets and dropped in 5 yen coins into the offertory box. Just 5 yen. It's like a nickel. Since we were going to all the trouble, I decided to put my hands together and pray. I mean, hey, if I'm paying, I'm gonna get something out of it. Oh, look how beautiful that sky is! Oh, that's so pretty. My wish wasn't really anything special, but I was quite doubtful about whether a wish made with a coerced offer would actually come true.
強要されたお賽銭で願いなんて叶うのか
Whoa!
疑っていますね。
She was sharp.
神様はきちんと見ていらっしゃいますからご心配なく。
I mean, let's be honest, I'm not gonna get much for the 5 yen coin, so I'll, curb my expectations. So it all comes down to faith.
ええ。ただし、お賽銭の額によって優先順位はあるでしょうけど。
Haha, very funny. First there was a girl who we couldn't tell was a maid, idol, or whatever else, and now we had to deal with this swindler. Would average people like us even be able to live in this place?
500円ならどんな無理なお願いでも叶うのでしょうか。
100 yen, hey now. Hey, let's save some of that, for the college fund. I heard Rikka whispered beside me. We finished praying and returning to where the shrine maiden was standing. To be honest, I really didn't want to go back to her. But I had to get her permission to use the hot spring, so yeah. Okay, just to cover the misunderstanding, we originally used to live here. Our mother was hospitalized, so the two of us were taken in elsewhere. She's actually going to be discharged tomorrow, so we're going to be living together again. It really is. It really is. She seemed to have accepted it for the time being. What a relief. The thing is, our bath at home is broken. I was hoping you would let us use your hot springs. Is it okay for people who live in this area to use the hot springs as they please? Oh, sweet. Let's go. Thank you very much. Yeah, new term at the cat. Wait, what? At the academy? You go to school? Yeah, sounds like it. Yuzuki-san looked mature, but we were about the same age. Sounded like we'd be attending the same academy. Yeah. I'll be a second-year student, so you know I have rank over you. You like do my bidding or whatever. You're right on your senpai. I don't know if we'll see much of each other, but if we do meet, you have my regards. Are you telling me to stay back a year? I wish you wouldn't interject with her harsh, oddly timed comments. If this continued, and I'd be the one in charge of keeping things lighthearted for the group more often, and then I was definitely going to get pointlessly adept at making quips. I nimbly bowed and bid Yuzuki-san farewell. You just did. Let's go. I stopped wondering what it could possibly be. That's a secret. You can't tell you that. It ruins the whole wish. Well, it's nothing all that significant. You know, I just wish to be able to lead a peaceful lifestyle. I didn't need to keep it a secret, so I answered the question honestly. Yuzuki-san tilted her head in doubt, implying she was looking for clarification rather than not having heard me. Well, maybe I do. I mean, that really wasn't how I meant it. After hearing her say that, I did get the feeling a less than peaceful life was in store for me. And I'm not wise? And I just made a huge mistake? Did I screw it all up? Detained you. No, we're not doing that. That's not going to happen. Rikka, you look disappointed. What's wrong with you? Oh, jeez. Now even Rikka was suddenly at a loss for words. Jeez, like she's expecting this. Jesus, she's like, the sexual tension is just crazy. And what exactly? Yuzuki-san gave me a tiny smile. Rikka's bright red face was likely a good sign that we needed to leave. And leave we did. Alrighty guys, I think that's enough for the quick look of Supipara, Alice the Magical Conductor. Chapter 2, Spring has come in full force. It is available on Steam and MegaGamer.com. It is currently on like a week, you know, like the launch week sale that a lot of games have now. You can pick it up for like $14 roughly. Usually like $14.99 normally. So it's like 10% discount or whatever. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. And I hope you all have a good day. And take care.